the hottest. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Nice counter punch right up the middle. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They miss with the jab. Can't score with that right uppercut. A straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Talk about fury in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Get your boxing back together.
There's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action! Frazier is in trouble again! Frazier finally answering back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way it's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't look...
Let's get it started in round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. shot. Nice punch. It's all offense all the time. They exchange punches. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Punch caught him clean. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second.
Here we go to the fourth round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. His stamina is off the charts. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage, and you can tell who it is.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Give us a second to catch our breath. And they block the right uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's go out. Nice work.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two were made for each other. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter. Fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That uppercut doesn't land. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Hold it right there. Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance without...
There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab doesn't score. Nobody home with that hook. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
You've let him back into this. You better.
There's the bell to start round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. They're both trying for a knockout. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
A perfect counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Do you believe what we're seeing? Misses with that uppercut. And that jab just missed with the left hand. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
I love that. That jab's slick. I don't want this fight.
And now you've let him get back into it.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Taj, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. That one will count. There's a counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard just to make Hill battle.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Jab does not score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous...